on a 2-year, $11 million deal. That second year is a player option. This is all after he clears waivers. So Beal was nothing if not concise with his goodbye message that he posted on social media. Just throwing up a little deuces, much to the amusement of several players around the league. Trae Young, Bam Adebayo, Andre Drummond, former Suns teammate Kevin Durant, all got a kick out of this. We did too. Shams reported that 5 other teams, though, they were actually interested. The Heat, the Bucks, the Lakers, the Wolves, and the Warriors in Beal, but all signs pointed to him wanting to be a Clipper, and that looks like it's going to happen after he clears waivers. But Bobby, do you think that any of these teams have maybe another move out there to make after missing out on Beal?
I do, and I think we're going to certainly keep an eye on Golden State here. Malika, we're 3 weeks into free agency right now, and guess how many players Golden State has on their roster? 9. There is certainly a lot more work to do here, and a lot of it's being held up with the restricted free agency of Jonathan Kuminga, who is still one of the 4 restricted free agents out. Golden State continues to sit in a holding pattern right now. There's certainly a priority to get some front court depth. Right now they have Quentin Post as their lone center, and some backcourt scoring here. So Golden State, 3 weeks into free agency, still have to go out and sign about 5 to 6 players here.
Real quick, Aman, we haven't gotten your thoughts yet on this whole saga with Jonathan Kuminga.
That's tough. That's. I really like his game. I really like everything that he brings. If I was him, I would be sitting there with my hands up, like, guys, what are we doing?
Right.
I know I can hoop, and I know that I'm only going to get older every year. So it's like, what are we doing? What's my plan?
And what else can he do to prove to the Golden State Warriors that he's worthy of being called on?
I think he gets talked about around the league enough, especially when you start listening to his peers. When his peers, especially when they talk about it and say who do they think is on their way to that, to him,
right.
As if he is a frustrating assignment to have on a night-to-night basis. And when he finally gets his chance and get his opportunity, I think it's going to be foot to neck.
That's a pretty high compliment. But since we're talking about the players that are still available and waiving and stretching, Damian Lillard, he is still an unrestricted free agent after being bought out by the Milwaukee Bucks. And I know that everyone is looking towards, well, it'll be another year. But what team do you think is the best fit for Dame here, Bobby? Because it could be a year, but it could not be.
Well, I mean, I look at the Damian Lillard situation. I think there's the human element, and then there's also the basketball court here. And for me, it's a reunion back in Portland here. I think certainly where Damian Lillard is at his career, where his children reside in Portland, he's doing all his rehab in Portland. Yes, he will likely be out an extended period of time this year, but if you compare him with Jrue Holiday in that Portland backcourt next year, I just look at a reunion with Portland. He certainly left on better terms than a player that would have who asked to be traded. For me, I would circle Portland for Damian Lillard. If I was asked to pick a place, that would be the place for him.
Wow. Portland, again. There's a certain storybook ending that would be, though, Tim.
And look, there's family issues as well there. I would rather see Dame be put in a situation where he can chase a ring, where he can be the last piece of a potential championship puzzle. You know, maybe back in his hometown in the Bay Area with Golden State, if they can get some business done and put together the kind of team.
Our hometown.
Oh, your hometown. But, hey, if he wants to go back to Portland, that would be
That's certainly
his call.
Interesting, though, Bobby, and something that we'll keep an eye on. Hey.